like you to hit the like button at the beginning, because every time you hit the like button, you are letting YouTube know that what you are seeing and hearing is edifying for you, so it can be shared with others. That's why hitting the like button is so important. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing to the channel.
It had to happen. Your title was so powerful. When I read the name of your ministry, it had to happen.
Let's welcome our host, Erica Wilson.
Great day, everyone. We're here live today with the girl, Erica Wilson, that it had to happen for our Turn Me Up Tuesdays. And tonight our topic is DJ Queen Breezy. Oh my God, I am so excited to have her here with me again on tonight. I don't even know how many times she's been on the show, but just know she showed the show IH2H Major Love. So let me tell you all about my guest on tonight. She is a female DJ, the baddest and the cutest in the game, y'all. This incredible woman is breaking barriers and making waves in the music industry. And I'm excited to share her story with you. From the pioneers of the 1970s to the modern day superstars, female DJs have come a long way. They face challenges, overcome obstacles, and pave the way for future generations. So let's dive into the world of female DJ Queen Breezy and celebrate her talent, passion, and resilience. DJ Queen Breezy is accepting bookings for events, weddings, hostings, day parties, brunch, parties on special occasions, and corporate events. And you can reach DJ Queen Breezy on social media at Bree Watts. Man, let me tell y'all, she's doing the darn thing out here. Her upcoming event she's having is in Orlando, guys. Listen, the Trap Gala is in Orlando, Florida. That is March 15th, and Soul Cafe in Eden, March 16th, y'all. So if you're in the Orlando area, you better get out there. So let me introduce to some and present to others the DJ Queen Breezy. Welcome.
Hello.
Oh my God, I lost the track of the number of times you have been on here, but I truly want to say thank you for showing IH2H major love.
Of course, I think this is my fourth time.
Oh my God! So that's that I'm doing something right?
Yes.
Love it.
Coming through.
Thank you so very much. Thank you for accepting the invitation, coming on. Y'all, she won't be playing live tonight, but you definitely have to follow her, and you can catch a couple of her clips, okay? So DJ Breezy, I told a little bit about you, so you go ahead and tell the audience who is DJ Queen Breezy.
Hey everybody, my name is DJ Queen Breezy, or Bree Watts. I am originally from Sanford, Florida. I currently reside in Dallas, Texas, where I am a DJ. I do DJ though, wherever you pay me to fly to, I do that as well. I enjoy DJing R&B, hip hop, private events at lounges and restaurants, corporate events, and weddings. Anything you can think of, you name it.
Love it, y'all. She in Dallas, Texas, y'all.
Yes,
I sure miss it.
Do you? This weather is kind of bipolar. It's more bipolar than Florida.
Now that I don't miss.
Yeah,
but it's just the vibe in Dallas is so, I don't know, I just really liked it there.
I love Dallas.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
So tell us, what made you just pick up
Only con is the weather.
the weather?
Mm-hmm.
So what have you experienced so far?
As far as the weather,
Yes.
well, last week it was clear skies. It was sunny one day. And then it just got cold and windy, like starting last weekend. And apparently it's supposed to start snowing. It did drizzle a little bit here today. So they are sending out freeze warnings this week. So, I don't know. I thought we were about to go into spring, but we're clearly still in winter.
You know what though? That's so crazy because Atlanta the same way.
Really? I
Yeah.
don't remember Atlanta being bipolar though. Like,
Oh yes, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. I remember last week it was like you said, the sunny skies, kind of warm out. Now we're like waking up in the 30s.
yeah.
It's like it's crazy. I told my mom, I'm like, okay, wait, hold on. I thought we were going into the spring, kind of getting away from this cold. But she was like, no, we still got a little bit of it. But you guys are expecting snow.
That's what they say. We'll see. It's supposed to be a low of 18 tomorrow.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yeah.
No, ma'am. So what do you do in a case like that? Do you work on the outside or are you more home based?
I work from home, and then when I'm DJing, I work inside typically. I
Okay.
haven't had any outside gigs yet,
Wow.
like
So
here in Dallas at least.
on that dollar. But I did hear you say that one can fly you out if the coins is right?
Absolutely. I had a gig in January I had a grand opening event to do. So they flew me to Tampa. And the event was at the Tough Spot in Riverview, Florida, and that was outdoors. So there were food trucks, different vendors, and then like the actual craft of tufting, so like making rugs.
Wow.
And I DJ'd there.
That is awesome. So y'all listen, she's just not only in Dallas. She said if your coins right, you can get her out there.
Yes, I am a mobile DJ. That means I travel.
I know that's right. So tell us what it is, because last time we had you here, you were not a DJ.
No,
You had
I
your
wasn't.
own business going on, and you were really excelling in what you were doing. So why the change, and what that about?
I got tired of resume writing, honestly, and then with my schedule picking up, I just didn't have the mental capacity or the time to focus on resume writing. And then with the economy shifting as well as the job market, and then with AI coming into the space, it was kind of hard and it slowed business down. I do still want to operate in the career space, but I just rather do speaking engagements and workshops versus writing. I'm just not passionate about it anymore, and I don't have the time to. So I kind of retired that part of my business, and I will bring it back later once I have redeveloped and rebranded the speaking part of it.
Awesome. But see, that's the thing. You started out one way. We never know how God is going to turn that thing, right? So now you say you want to do the speaking engagement part of it. And I think you did a couple of speaking engagements. Yeah. So that's the thing. Like you started out with that, and the number one thing you said was the AI thing. The AI thing is kind of like the robots is messing it up for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like now you just have everything at a click of a button versus to having a live person. So my thing is, now that you see that, and now that you have went over to the DJ side of it, you say you'll bring that back. So now you're offering DJing, speaking engagements, and what was the other?
I don't do speaking engagements currently at the time, but I will eventually start back doing that. I'll start speaking with colleges, universities, different organizations on career education or career development, resume writing, things of that nature. In addition to being a DJ, I do work from home full time, where I am a recruiter and project coordinator for a health and human service company. So we work with Georgia DFACS actually, and we hire contractors and help Georgia DFACS resolve cases or investigate cases. And I also oversee hiring nurses, school nurses in the state of Florida as well.
Wow, Bree, I didn't know you had that going. Yeah, so that resume thing, and
yeah, so I just don't have the time. I don't have the capacity. I just don't. I work
Right.
Monday through Friday, and on the weekends I am out gigging, DJing.
And see, that's the thing. You're very respectful of your own time.
Mm-hmm.
See, a lot of us like to just put our hands in so much to make it seem like we have so much going on, and then we're burnt out on the back end. But
Yeah.
you know how much you can take and use, like, okay, this is it. So now you're leaving the resume writing world, you're leaving for now,
For
um,
now.
the speaking engagement world, and now you're into this DJing. Let me hold on. When I saw that, I was like, yes, ma'am.
It's so much fun.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. I love it. I always wanted to be a DJ. My uncle is a DJ, and that's kind of how I got exposed to it when I was in about
Mm.
high school or going off to college. And I was like, I want to be a DJ. He was like, you can do it. Just get a computer, download the software, and I'll show you everything else. But I always entertained it. I always gravitate towards the DJ booth, just in general, going to parties, going to events. And then actually a year ago today is when I started learning how to become a DJ.
Well, congratulations. Congratulations. Listen, when I saw her fixing up her little DJ booth, y'all, let me tell you, she had it going on. You already know she's a little cutie patootie, but at the same time, when she was sitting there putting everything together, let me tell you, the one thing I love about you is you're not afraid to share. You're not a gatekeeper. So
Mm.
you're not afraid to share with others the things that you know. And when you begin to put your booth together, tell us, what was that like? It had to be some type of excitement. What was that like when you started putting everything together and seeing it all come together?
Yeah, that was really fun. I actually had just came out of a 5-day DJ challenge that I came across on Instagram, and one of the DJs there shared that. And I think I seen it like in different reels, just following other DJs. So I decided to order me one because I do want to create content and mixes at home. I want to be able to practice at home. And so ordering that and putting that together, it was like, oh my God, I feel so official. I have like an official event and DJ station. So now it's time to really get serious.
Oh my God. Wow. That is, but have you ever thought about selling playlists?
Eventually I will get there. I definitely know that if I know me as a business owner, I'm definitely going to diversify my business model.
Right.
I believe in working smarter and not harder. And so eventually I will start putting out mixes like on YouTube, on SoundCloud,
Yes.
and figuring out if selling playlists is a thing for me to do.
Wow. Y'all heard it here. It had to happen from DJ Queen Breezy. She's in the building, y'all. And as you can see, she is the cutest. Y'all don't know yet, but the baddest DJ in the business, y'all. Great day, superstar, great day. So tell us about your very, very first event as DJ Queen Breezy.
Yes. So my first official night as a DJ was July 31st, 2024. Yes. It was a Wing Wednesday. I was very, very, very nervous, but once I hit the play button, all of my nerves went away. So it was like at a restaurant and lounge where they sell wings for like $1. And they have different happy hour specials. So it was pretty fun being able to do that. That was my first time DJing for like 4 hours. So I really got a feel to see how it feels to be on your feet for 4 hours straight and play music literally nonstop until the event was over. So it was pretty fun. I felt official and I was like, I'm really doing this thing. Like I can really do this.
I could really do it. But whoa, 4 hours?
Yes. It's a long time.
Normally, how long is a DJ session?
4 hours. It depends. Like if you're the main DJ of the event, you can DJ for 4 hours. Some DJs DJ longer, but you also have different sets. So sometimes I DJ for 2 hours, or sometimes I'll DJ for an hour. Like at Trap Gala, I'm the opening DJ, so I'll be DJing there for an hour. There'll be about 3 or 4 different DJs.
Wait. So how does that work? I didn't know that there was an opening DJ, a closing DJ. Like, how does that work?
Yeah, so it depends on the duration of the event. So if the event is longer than 4 hours, or if it's if it's at least 4 hours, typically there will be 1 or 2 DJs. The opening DJ will DJ the first 2 hours, and then you have a closing DJ. It just depends on what type of event it is. And then at festivals, they have opening DJs, and then they have headline DJs. So it really just depends on the event or the set. You can get a 1 hour set, a 30-minute set, a 2 hour set, 3-4 hours. It depends on what you get booked for. For my private events, they range from 3 hours to about 4 hours.
Wow. Well, that sounds about right, because if you're DJing a party, normally
Right.
parties last just about that long or
Exactly.
longer, but wow. So tell us what it was like as far as the biggest event that you have done. Like, what was that like when you're seeing all these people? Do they really like hone in on the DJ, or they just, straight vibe?
Let me think about my biggest event. Oh, I don't know. It's been a couple.
Wow, you had a couple?
I have been booked since July, back to like every month since July,
I know
across
that.
Dallas and Florida. So
Wait, what was the other?
Florida,
Dallas, and where?
just Florida and Dallas so far.
Okay.
Different Sanford, Orlando, and then different cities in Dallas.
Wow. So what is the traveling like though? When you begin to travel with your equipment, what is that like? Because I'm sure you're packed heavy or you're packed light.
So typically if I'm traveling, I only take my board. I have a backpack that fits all of my cords, my board, my mic. It looked like a regular size backpack. It's a little bit big, but I use it as a carry-on. And when I go home, I either rent equipment or I can get equipment from my uncle that's a DJ, because he has extra equipment. But if I was going somewhere and it wasn't home and I didn't have access to the equipment, I can just go to a music store and I would have to pay to rent that equipment, so I don't have to travel with speakers.
And knowing you, because you're so business minded, I know that you kind of add that fee into your package that you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I already know.
Like a lot of people ask, what's your hourly rate? And it's like, I don't really have an hourly rate, because it depends on, am I bringing the speakers? Do you want me on the mic? Like all of those things matter. And that's how you'll end up getting a quote based off of those details.
Okay, so tell us what it's like if someone want to book you. They call you up and they say, I want to book you for a wedding. Walk us through that booking.
Yeah, so it's going to depend on the time of the length of the event. So weddings are a little bit different, because for a wedding, you don't just need a DJ for 4 hours. You need a DJ for about half the day, because they have to be there for the ceremony. They have to be there for the cocktail hour, and then they're there for the reception. So that could be like 8 hours and really like a 10-hour day. So I'm factoring in the time that I'm committing to this event. I'm also factoring in how many speakers I need, because do I need 2 speakers or do I need 4 speakers? 2 for the ceremony and then 2 for wherever the reception will be or where the cocktail hour will be. So that's something to determine. And then sometimes they want MCs. They want you to announce the wedding party, or they want you to MC the entire reception. So that's something to consider in the price as well. And then if I'm traveling, whether I'm traveling by car or by plane, it's going to depend as well. And if I'm not local to my home base, then I have to rent equipment from a music store. And so that's another price. So it just depends. And weddings you can charge anywhere between $1,500 to $2,500 for one wedding. It just depends on what all you need.
Okay. Well, what I was more so asking was, how is it like when one call you up? What is like your booking process? I didn't say that
Okay.
correctly, but thank you for answering that. That's kind of like, so guys, if you're having a wedding, not just a wedding, any type of corporate events,
Right.
brunches, day parties, what else? Regular parties, special occasions.
Right.
DJ Queen Breezy. So what is that like? One calling you up, what is that booking process like?
Right. So right now I have a form where people can submit their inquiry. They'll put in all of their details and information. And then I'll just reach out to them to follow up, confirm details, talk about their needs, how I can accommodate them, what their vision is, and then we'll go from there. After we secure the details, we agree on a budget. I send the contract over, they sign the contract, and they have to pay a deposit to secure their date. And the deposit goes towards the final fee.
See, you know what? That is awesome because I'm telling you, as many times as I done hired a DJ, I don't think I ever went through that process. I think it was just like call them up, you're available,
Yeah, it
yes.
depends on the relationship. Some
No,
people.
I don't know them.
Oh, well, I mean, some you can. So on my form, you can contact me via my business page, my business phone, or on my website, or you can send me an email. People reach out to me in a variety of ways,
Okay.
and it depends on if they get me on the phone first. I'll get all of the information. If they don't, if they reach out on social media, I'll send the form over just so that I can put all the information in one place, or we might go back and forth in DM. It really just depends on their point of contact, how they found me.
But you know, that's awesome to have that track record though. It
Mm-hmm.
is great to have that track record. And then also, like you said, the contract part of it.
Right.
Because that's what happens. What happens if you block this day off and now, you're banking on going to this event this day and all of a sudden they just back out. Now you secure yourself because now you have what? Not just the contract, you have in the deposit as well. Now, is
Mm-hmm.
your deposit non-refundable?
It's non-refundable, but it does go towards the final payment.
Absolutely. Oh, yes, ma'am. Guys, we're here live tonight with your girl, DJ Queen Breezy. She is in Dallas, Texas. But guess what, guys? She said, your coin's right. She getting at you. So you can reach her at, how can one reach you?
Yes. So my personal page is at Bree N Watts, and then my TikTok is at DJ Queen Breezy. My website that is coming very, very, very soon is www.djqueenbreezy.com, and my email is djqueenbreezy@gmail.com.
And put up on the screen for you. You went so fast, but hey, on Instagram at Bree N Watts, guys. Bree N Watts. Her website that's coming very soon, guys, is www.djqueenbreezy.com. TikTok again. Can you repeat that one for me?
DJ Queen Breezy.
Okay, DJ Queen Breezy on TikTok, guys. Do follow her. Listen, you may have something that's coming up, a sweet 16, a
Yeah.
party, a brunch, whatever it may be. She says she will travel. Once again, y'all going to keep hearing me say that because at the end of the day, we pay for what you want. And
Yes.
you pay for the quality of what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And KJ says, a great guess.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
My
Beautiful.
sweetheart.
Oh, love, love, love it. But guys, DJ Queen Breezy, she used to be the baddest resume writer as well.
Yes, ma'am.
And she took a turn. She moved to Dallas, guys. She left Florida, moved all the way. I tried to get her to come here to Atlanta, but she went all the way to Dallas.
I can't do ATL.
Hi.
I love ATL. Don't get me wrong. That used to be my second home, and I really wanted to move there when I was like right after grad school. I wanted to move there, but I don't think the Lord destined that for me. And
No.
it's just so busy now. It's so crowded.
Mm-hmm. That it is.
I
That is
love Atlanta.
crowded.
I love Atlanta. I love Atlanta.
But that's okay. Dallas is beautiful. I'm telling you, I was telling you in the green room like how much I miss it. I really miss Dallas,
Yeah.
but it's the thing is you took like you just packed up one day and just say, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take this chance and go to Dallas. Did you know anybody there? Like, what was that like?
So I've always wanted to move to Texas, and I manifested that back in 2020. I was like, I'm going to move to Texas in 2 years. But the funny thing about God is you have to be specific. I really wanted to move to Houston. I did not think that I would be in Dallas. I applied for a corporate job with a big tech company. I got accepted into the program, and they required that we live in Dallas because that's where one of their corporate offices was. And once I applied and went through the interview process and I was selected for the program, they ended up moving me here to Dallas. So I left everything back home, packed 2 suitcases, and I moved to Dallas.
2 suitcases?
2 suitcases.
How soon did you know that you had to move?
I applied for the job in like April. There was a hiring freeze. We were supposed to start in June. We didn't hear back until late June or early July. And so I think I notified my family 2 weeks in advance. I didn't tell anybody that I was applying and that I planned on moving because I just wanted to just keep it to myself and for it to work out and like nobody speak against it because I really, really wanted to move. And so once I got the job offer, because it was delayed, I was delayed in hearing the news. I only had 2 weeks to tell my family. So, and I left straight from a wedding. My cousin got married the weekend before my first day of work. So I flew straight from Atlanta on a one-way and just came to Dallas, and I went to work the next day.
Oh my God. So if you're out there under the sound of Bree's voice, DJ Queen Breezy, and you're thinking about, are you contemplating a move or something that you want to do? She said two things that stood out to me. The very first one, she said she prayed about it and she wasn't specific. You have to be very specific. Habakkuk tell us to write the vision and make it plain. You know, okay, just like you said, Atlanta probably wasn't, in God's will for you. That's why you ended up in Dallas. He knew what was best, right? But now that you're here in Dallas, you're doing your thing. You say you left the very next day with 2 suitcases. The other thing you said that stood out to me is you didn't tell anybody because you didn't want anyone speaking against it.
Right.
That's major. That is major right there. Because a lot of times, especially, we want to share with our loved ones what we have going on. Because why? We really value their opinions or, their validation or whatever it may be. But just to know that you had all of this holding this in, and then the day you got the news, you shared with your family. What was that like? Because I know you guys are close knit. So what was that like?
My mom was very supportive of anything that I do, like literally anything that I want to do. She's behind it 10 toes down. So she was in support of it. So she was like, when do you move? I was like, I have to move in like 2 weeks. And so she was just like, okay, whatever we got to do, to support you and help you, we'll do that. She actually paid for my flight from Atlanta to Dallas. I didn't have any money. Like I think I had just ran out of my COVID funds, that the grants that I got for my business. And I literally had about $200, maybe $100 or $200. And my mom paid for my flight for me to get here. And she helped me with whatever that I needed until like I got my first paycheck at my job.
Listen, there's nothing like the support of a mother. Us mothers, we would go to hell and high water for our children.
Seriously.
And that's just it. But you know what? It all had to happen at that particular time. You see? And the thing about it is, people think that if you do share what you're going through, you're not looking for sympathy. You're not looking for nobody to feel sorry. You're just sharing it because guess why? You're showing people that God did it for me. He could do it for you, but you made it look so easy. But at the end of the day, you just said you held it all in so nobody will speak against it.
Right.
And we know how sometimes when we tell things, we have people to PREY against what we have going on and not pray PRAY. But at the end of the day, God knew what he was doing with you. He knew the plans that he had for you, and now you're there in the Dallas area. How was it to be like when you first got there? Did you know anybody?
Yes. So I attended and graduated from Florida State University. Go Noles.
We have this every time we get on this show, y'all. Wait, hold on. For you.
It's okay. I wish I had my tumbler over here, my Florida State little Stanley Cup. I would put it in the camera, but I knew people that I went to school with in undergrad. There's a really big network of Florida State Seminoles in Texas in general, between Houston and Dallas, and so I knew some people here. And then when I started my job, we were it was like a cohort of 6 of us, and we all became very close and tight knit and like built a family here. So it wasn't hard, but I always move. And then I end up making friends. So it wasn't hard moving here. Thankfully, I did know people though.
Right.
The last place that I moved to, when I moved to North Carolina, I didn't know anybody.
Wow. When did you move to North Carolina?
I lived in North Carolina after I graduated from grad school. I graduated from grad school in 2018. So I lived there in 2018 to 2019. I didn't like it, so I moved back to Miami.
No. Oh wow.
Yeah,
Well,
it wasn't a place for young professionals. So
so it's
that
more like a retirement community place.
it was more, yeah, it was more so it was not a very diverse place. It was a lot of families, a lot of married couples.
Okay.
It wasn't a lot for young professionals of colors to do there.
Wow. Well,
Mhm.
that's okay. God knew the plans he had. And you're now in Dallas doing the darn thing. Oh my gosh. So
Mhm.
listen, if you had someone that would like to book you
Mhm.
or inquire about your bookings or your services, please do tell us how we can do so.
Yes, you can contact me on social media. My Facebook business page is DJ Queen Breezy. My Instagram again is Bree N Watts. My TikTok is at DJ Queen Breezy. And then you can email me at djqueenbreezy@gmail.com until my website, djqueenbreezy.com, is available. You can reach out on either of those platforms. My business cards are also on there, so I have my contact information there. And if you just reach out, I will respond.
Oh, guys, you heard it here. It had to happen. So these events that you have coming up, I read them in the beginning in Orlando.
Mhm.
Whew, Orlando is a beautiful place.
I love it. Yep.
Orlando is a very beautiful place. So these two bookings that you have back to back, one says the Trap Gala.
Mhm. Yes, that is
Oh
a
my God.
night of Black excellence. We dress up in our gowns and our suits, black tie, and it's just a great time. Like, it's a great time where young professionals, millennials go and they just have a good time. They look good and have a good time. Very upscale event.
Wait a minute. Why the millennials?
I
Why?
mean, that's the
Hold on,
majority of the people that come, but it's open to everybody. Don't get me wrong, it's open to everybody.
I just had to
I
message
think
you.
my mom is actually gonna come. Actually, my mom
Oh,
likes to come to my event, so she might stop by for like an hour, the first hour that I'm DJing. So it's open to everybody.
ooh, I was just kidding, because us season folks, we too seasoned. We all listen. By
Y'all
9 o'clock,
will have a good time at Trap Gala.
I'm sure we will, but about 9, 10 o'clock, the eyes get to getting heavy.
Yeah. Well, that's just enough time to see me open. I open at 10, and then you can just go home after that.
All right, all right. So it's the Trap Gala on March.
15th.
Okay, and then what was the next event?
Soul Cafe is it's a R&B part, it's a R&B day party. It's actually an older crowd too. I love Soul Cafe.
Mm.
And that's March 16th from 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. And then before that, the 16th, I have a day party at Eden, which is downtown Orlando, where I'll be DJing as well.
Wait, so you got 3 events?
Yeah, 3 and counting.
All right, all right. See, y'all, let me tell you something. That it's all about when you let go and you let God.
Mm-hmm.
That's
He'll make
it.
a way. He will make a way.
That's it. She said when she left to move to Dallas, she had $150 to $200 in her pocket.
Yeah.
Let God. You see, she went to work the very next day, not just went to work the very next day, but had a supportive mother that
Yeah.
helped her until she got her first paycheck. And I'm
Mm.
sure the help still continue because that's just
Oh
how
yeah.
we all talk,
Yeah.
right? But at the end of the day, guys, when you get out of God's way and allow Him to lead you, you can't go wrong. You
Yes.
just cannot go wrong. But she said 3 events and counting. You heard her say it. 3 events and counting. So if you're in the Orlando area or the surrounding areas, get out to the Trap Gala, okay?
Mhm.
And also Soul Cafe and
Yep.
Eden as
Mhm.
well.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, y'all go see her in action. But if you can't make it out there, you definitely could go over to her TikTok or her social media pages to see how she gets down. Do you have a couple of clips on there?
I do. I do have a couple of mixes, event recaps, all of that. Between TikTok and Instagram, they're on both.
I know that's right.
And then I
So,
have a YouTube channel coming soon, so I'll have some mixes posted on there. So I'll be joining the YouTube gang.
all right. Well, I can't wait to welcome you over to YouTube.
Yes,
Oh
yes.
my God, Bree, I am so, so proud and just happy for you to
Thank
see that,
you.
look, the smile that you're giving. So this is like a passion of yours, something that you love to do. Like,
Yeah,
do you think you could reach people through music?
absolutely. You can reach people through music. Music makes people feel a certain type of way. Like it speaks to them on a different level. So it really just somebody could be having a bad day and they might be out at happy hour, and they could there could be a live DJ, and the DJ does so well that it uplifts them, or it speaks to whatever they were going through, and it kind of makes them feel better. So music is definitely an outlet for me. It's a way of expression, and DJing is just something I get to do and be creative with.
I love it. You know, lately I've been on this jazz tip.
Yeah.
I feel that jazz is so relaxing, you guys.
It is. It definitely is. Jazz helps me concentrate, actually.
Yes. Oh my gosh. When I journal, I actually have my jazz playing in the back. Let me tell you, it's so relaxing. It is very, and sometimes when I work out, I play the jazz as well. But the thing about it is, what would you say is your top 2 genres of music?
R&B. I love R&B. R&B and gospel.
R&B and gospel. Okay. So let me ask you this. What have you ever been in a crowd of younger people than you where you had to kind of like hype up the crowd?
Yes, actually, my little cousin turned 21. I DJ'd her event back in December, and I was a little intimidated. I was like, I don't know what these kids like. I don't know if they like my style of music, but they listen to what we listen to. So they like the female rappers, the female, the male, the new female and male rappers. They like that type of music. So just play that, and they're gonna have a good time.
So what was that like?
It was cool. I was with my family, so it wasn't like sometimes like as a newer DJ, like I'm intimidated by being on the mic. I don't mind speaking, I don't mind speaking in front of people or public speaking, but it's just something about getting on the mic and being a DJ that just scares me. But I'm praying. I'm telling you, I'm praying about it. I'm like, Lord, let my voice speak. Like, let me do it. Like, help me overcome this fear. Something is trying to stop me from being great, and I want to release it. So I left it with the Lord, prayed about it. But when I was home with my family, it felt very comfortable to do. It was easy to be on the mic and engage with my family just because that's a comfortable setting. So it was fun.
Do you ever think about just doing it in the comfort of your own home, kind of like practicing, just speaking? But that's one of the things I'm going to put on my prayer list too, because I know that once you open your mouth, it's over.
It's over with.
Yeah.
It's so over. Prepare to be sick of me, actually. But I actually need to. I'm going to finish setting up my DJ room, and I'm going to create. My goal is to go live on TikTok, actually. And when you go live on TikTok, I've seen DJ creators engage with the comments. So I feel like that's some good practice to do. And then when I get in front of an audience, it'll come naturally.
And not only that, even when you, like you say, if you go live on TikTok, because I watched a couple of DJs go live on there, you get your moderator so they can engage with help you keep up the, engaging with your audience, because that's one of the things like the audience love to see. And like you said, if you're having a bad day and you probably hear something that this music is like speaking to your soul, basically, so getting off of work. What times are you talking about? Like mornings, late afternoons? What time are you thinking?
When I get off of work?
No, to go live on TikTok.
Probably. Well, it depends on my schedule. Actually, I don't know. Maybe it'll be like during a lunch break. I can do a quick lunch break, 1 hour lunch break. That'll be really easy because usually in the evenings I'm working out, like doing Pilates. So. And I take my fitness serious. Well, I'm starting to take it serious again. I'm trying to get back on top and create more consistency. So right now, I don't like to sacrifice my evenings. So we'll see. Probably, I know I'll start with the lunch hour and see how that goes.
Well, even in, the lunch hour still, someone may be on their lunch break and maybe they just had a hard day. A customer, a client, or whoever may just gave them a hard time and they just get in their car eating lunch and they just really want to blow. And then they hear you come on and then that's a good thing, to have as well. But
5 o'clock, 6 o'clock hour is good because when people are getting off work, they're in their car, they're still on their phones, and if they come across my video, they might just let it play and take them home. So
absolutely, guys, listen, DJ Queen Breezy is in the house. As you can see, she is just the beautifulest person inside and out. But if you would like to book her, once again, it is DJ Queen Breezy. The website is coming soon, guys, so do pay attention, lay around for that. Also, on Instagram, it is Bree N Watts on Instagram. On TikTok is DJ Queen Breezy, and Facebook DJ Queen Breezy. Y'all go over and give her a follow. Show your girl some love. And if you would like to book her, she's just, she lives and she resides in Dallas. But she said if the coins is right, you could get her out there.
Yes.
All right. So tell us what it's like to kind of like give us your like day. What is your day like? Give us a Friday. Tell us what your Fridays, because that's leading up to the weekend to get ready to do what you're getting ready to do. So what is your Fridays like?
So my Fridays, I work from home again. So if I have stuff to do at work, I probably work from 9 to 5, 9 to 3. It depends on what the Friday looks like. And then after that, I'll probably relax. I'll probably get a practice set in before I have to go DJ. I host game night and I DJ as well on Friday nights at Experience Restaurant and Cocktails in Dallas, Texas. So at 9 p.m., between 9 p.m. to 1 a.m., I am DJing and hosting game night. So with game night, we usually do like trivia with music. So that's really fun. I do actually talk on the mic then as the host of game night. But I usually open and DJ for an hour, and then we'll switch over to game night, and then closing I'll go in and out of DJing as well.
Wow. I'm hearing so much about these game nights lately. I was watching, I believe that was Sherry. I was watching, and the guy said he hosts game night, and they were actually playing Uno. And when I saw two of the people that, that's, real popular, Taylor Swift, she was in there playing Uno.
Yeah, we have games. We have card games. We have, Connect Four. We have a Jenga or dominoes. Like we have those type of games, as well as like trivia. So we interact and engage with the crowd, and then the team with the most points, they get like a free drink or probably like an appetizer or something.
See, now you're on the mic with this trivia, right? So you're practicing.
That's easy. Yeah, and that's why I actually just started hosting game night, and that's why the like resident DJ is like, I want you to do game night with me so you can get comfortable with being on the mic.
Wow. So if you had someone that was under the sound of your voice and they were thinking about taking that big leap of faith like you did, because at the end of the day, you knew that it was going to work out, but you knew what you had in your pocket as well. Yes. So if you had someone that was under the sound of your voice that want to take that leap of faith, can you give them some words of encouragement?
I always tell people to believe in yourself. If you trust and believe in the word of God, you got to have faith and then believe in yourself, and then you have to act. Faith without works is dead. I know it sounds so cliche, but it's such a real thing. Once you take that leap of faith and you act, even if it's just a tiny, tiny step, all you got to do is put one foot in front of the other, and you will be rewarded. Like the doors will start opening, the opportunities will come. You will also boost your own self-esteem and your confidence by doing it, because you saw that, oh my God, I can do this. You need confidence and self-belief, and faith. So if you have those three things, you can literally conquer the world. You can do anything you want to do. You just have to have faith, belief in yourself, and you have to do the work.
Absolutely. And I want you to even give them a pointer on not telling everything, because, when we move or something great happen for us, or getting ready to happen for us, God may have showed us what he's getting ready to do. Right. We want to tell the world.
Yes. And I learned the hard way. There were things that I were so excited for that I knew, and which eventually it did end up happening. But I noticed that all the times that I would share with one person or two people, or even with social media, it just wouldn't work out and it wouldn't happen. And so I was like, God, I am so serious about moving. Like, I can't not move. This is my opportunity. I want to work for a tech company. I want to make 6 figures. So I was like, this just is between me and you. I cannot tell anybody, because even when there was like something I really wanted, and I might have told one person, and it's not that that person prayed against me. It's just that I wasn't supposed to tell. I was just
absolutely.
in between me and God, and be in covenant, and just let it be like that. And so don't tell everybody. And then also it releases and alleviates stress and pressure. When you tell other people, now you're being held to a certain expectation or standard, and you're putting unnecessary pressure on yourself, because it's like, I said it, now I can't change my mind, or I have to be perfect and do it. And like, what if it don't work out in the time that you said? If you would have just kept it to yourself, nobody would know, and you could just work it out and do what you have to do until you achieve that thing, or do that one thing you were going to do.
That's good right there. Because let me tell you, that is one of the things we add stress to ourselves.
Yes.
You know, like you just said, if we put out there and the expectations that others put on us, but what about the expectations we put on ourselves?
And even
we're kind of harsh to ourselves sometimes.
Yeah. Like, I remember I used to talk about all of my goals and share them with others. And then like, once I realized that I cannot do 5 things at one time, it's just like, dang, like, I don't now, like a hypocrite, or people actually take my word for what it is, and now I'm not doing it. So like, now I'm messing with my reputation or brand. And it's just like, you don't have to share everything. Like, you might want to do all of these things, and that's okay. And you will at its rightful time, but just keep it to yourself, keep it between you and God, and everything will happen when it's supposed to.
Amen, amen, and amen. Because I'm telling you, God, He gives us things, and He shows us things. And like you say, it's between you and God. It's that covenant that you have between you and God. Because the thing about it, that's why He telling you, you give your rewards. I mean, you give, you don't give in the open. You give behind the scenes, and your rewards will be given to you openly, right? But at the end of the day, it's like, oh, it's me, I'm getting ready to do this. Why? Because you want to be validated. Why? You want to be liked. Why? And 9 times they don't like you anyway. You know?
We don't need validation from men. Well, that's it,
right? And that's
we
the
don't
thing.
need the world validation.
Not at all. But again, take the expectations off of yourself, because I'm telling you why. Listen, you can't do nothing without God.
Nothing.
Zero. Nothing. You know, but with Him you could do everything, right? And you let Him guide you and lead you, you can't go wrong.
Absolutely.
God is not going to steer us in the wilderness.
No.
That's not what He got. And then the one thing about it too, what we have to understand is what God has for us is for us. It's not for anybody else. And what I love that you said, and oh my God, that was so awesome that you said that, is you told one person, but it's not that one person prayed against you. It was that you wasn't supposed to open your mouth.
Correct.
You took on, you see what I'm saying? Like, we don't like to do that. We don't like to be accountable. We don't like to hold ourselves accountable. We try to make it, oh, they must be prayed against us. So now no.
You just wasn't supposed to share. I've heard the Holy Spirit say, like, don't share that. Like, I know that I was supposed to keep it to myself, but I was just like, oh, I could just tell this. No. And then guess what? It didn't work out at that time. It was delayed.
And you sit right here like, God, what's going on? I know that, you know, but this is why I'm telling y'all, we have to know how to hear from God.
Yeah.
See, we think God is going to come down and speak to us like we're speaking to one another. He can use things, He can use people, and we have to just know when it's of God, when it's of God, period. Because use your spirit of discernment. Ask God to heighten your spirit of discernment so you can know when He's speaking. Because guess why? Some of us could be further ahead if we would just kept our mouths closed.
Yep.
You know, and again, like she said, it's not that people probably have prayed against us. It's just we was not supposed to tell it.
Yep.
We were not supposed to tell it at the end of the day. Because here's the thing too, Bree, we have to also know, how is it that the enemy know areas to attack?
Exactly. Because we opening our mouths. He hears our prayers. He hears them. He hears them. So
not just our prayers, but some of the conversations we're having.
Yep.
We don't even understand when we're gossiping and we're talking about other people. God says the same way you judged it.
No, for sure. Like, I always have to be you got to be mindful of how putting your mouth on people, especially God's children. You have to be mindful. You got to be mindful of that. And that's one thing I don't play about. I always say God don't play about me. So anybody put their mouth on me, I be like, the Lord God. I'm not gonna retaliate. I'm not gonna trip. Greater is coming. And he take care of them. He gonna handle them, and it's not my battle to fight.
That's right. And I read this thing one morning. I think I posted it. It said, "What you do to me is already done to you."
Mm-hmm.
We take that so lightly, though. Some of us take that so lightly because we don't understand, not just if we're putting our mouths on a child or a woman of God, you don't even understand. It may not come back on you per se, but something that's attached to you.
Yep. All of that. Yeah. It's a real thing. It happens in real life. I've seen it. I've seen it.
Oh, Jesus. Come on. Oh, we're right here at the close of our segment, and I'm telling you, this was so awesome, y'all. She's a 4-timer.
Yes, I'll be back for something in the future, I'm sure.
All right.
Maybe when I reach like some type of milestone in DJing, I'll be back. And we'll talk about it being a full circle moment. Maybe I'll have a book coming up. Who knows? You never know what the Lord got.
Speak it. So if you had someone that wanted to step out to the DJ world, you say you had your uncle, because your uncle led the way for you. He kind of showed you the way. If you had someone to come and come your way and wanted you to be their mentor, are you willing?
Yeah. The thing I love about DJing, at least in the space that I'm in and the journey that I haven't been on, everybody has been very friendly, freely willing to help. They freely give out information. They give me things that normal DJs charge for, that I a lot of things I don't have to pay for. So I definitely believe in paying it forward. The same way people easily let me into their spaces or easily and freely gave me insight or training or feedback or whatever, I'm definitely going to do that for the next person, because it's enough for everybody to eat. And not only that, that might be their assignment. And who am I to stop them or gatekeep? Like, that's not what I'm here for. And I am a true girl's girl, or even if it's a male, like, I'm going to encourage and empower you to do something that you really want to do. And I'm going to give you the game. Like, I'm going to be like, go here, go there, do this, do that. If you want to be great, like, I'm not a hater. So if you want to become a DJ and you need help, you don't know where to start, feel free to hit me up, and if I don't have the answers, because I'm just also getting started, I can point you in the right direction.
That's what it's about, Bree. That's exactly what it's about. But you have the favor of God that's on your life. Even when you touch down in Dallas, you see what I'm saying? So now you're walking in that unmerited favor. See, people don't understand that. That when you have a favor of God on you, is nothing nothing or nobody could do anything about it. Because that's just like you say, you could show up in rooms, your name's probably was already mentioned. You could go to places, your meals or whatever it may be already paid for. God will just show you so much favor. Why? Because you still. And this is the thing, you honoring him, but some people, too deep folks, will look at, oh, you're a DJ, you playing secular music. Right. How is it? Who will be your words to them? Because there's some of the things. I had a young lady speak to me. She was actually singing gospel, very good, but then she decided to sing, I think it was a little R&B or something like that. It was R&B, but it wasn't gospel. And she was being ridiculed, Bree. Matter of fact, her name was Bree too. She was like really having a hard time. Like, what is happening?
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation. It's hard to start Christian gospel and then go back into the world. Like, people are going to judge. No. Like, they're going to do all that. But for me, like, as a DJ playing secular music, my walk with Christ is my walk with Christ. And if I were to be, I guess, convicted, or if God were to tell me this is not what you should be doing, or go another direction, I'm going to be obedient and I'm going to do it. But for right now, like, I'm doing what I love. I'm blessed. I pray every day. I pay my tithes, and that's all I know. I can only do what I know, what I'm passionate and what I love, and what the Lord allows for me to do. I always tell him to order my steps, and I want to live within your will. And so I just try my best to be the best daughter of Christ that I could be.
Yes, God. And you know what? See, that's the thing, because you know who you are and who you belong to. A lot of us don't know that. So
Right.
we get caught up in the hearsay,
Mm,
what they're saying,
right.
but the thing about it, we have to understand nobody have a heaven or hell to put you in.
Mm-hmm.
You said the number one thing, if he convicts you,
Right.
if he convicts you, then that's when you'll take a turn. But
Mm-hmm.
until then, let me tell you something. God has blessed us with so many different gifts and talents.
Yes.
So many, so many. But the thing about it is, what he's looking for, because I haven't found in the Bible where it says that secular music, or you can correct me if I'm wrong, I haven't found in the Bible where it says anything about you cannot listen to music or a certain kind of music.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I
I don't
don't
know
know about that either. So,
if I.
if I have any Bible scholars that's on here, maybe you guys could shoot me a DM or email and let me know where you found it at. But this is why I don't understand. Like, people will ridicule you for things that you're doing, but
Mhm.
not looking within.
Right.
Seeing that not this is a living. This is something that you're doing not to take people away from Christ, like
Right.
run people away from Christ. The thing about it is, Bree, even as you being up there doing what you're doing, that may be the only light that I ever see.
Right. I really try to I'm very intentional about honoring God in everything that I do. I really want him to get the glory. And that's why I try to I haven't shared a lot lately, but I really, when I do share about things that happen for me, it really be by the grace and favor of God only. And I'll try to share that when I get those moments, I try to share and be like, look what God did for me. He could do it for you, and whatever your respective thing is. Like, so I'm very intentional, whether I'm writing a resume and I make it on the news and somebody sought me out. That was nobody but God. Because how did this Grammy or Emmy award winning journalist in Chicago find me? My Instagram
Favor.
less than 2,000 followers. So I try to make sure God gets the glory and honor in all that I do.
And oh, hallelujah, Jesus. And that's the thing. That's why. See, God deals with the motive of our hearts, why we're doing what we're doing, right?
Yep.
And who we're reverencing while we're getting it, those
Yep,
blessings.
for sure.
You see? Because sometimes we can say, okay, this is what I did.
Nope.
Again, I said we can't do nothing. With God, we could do everything.
And I make sure I pray and fast about everything. I pray about everything, and I fast to hear and receive and get that clarity and see what it is I'm supposed to be doing. And last year, I spent the first half of the year like praying so hard for purpose. And as soon as July hit, everything just went up, and like the doors were open. It's like the floodgate open. I did not have to try very hard at all. And that
That's
was
what you
all
said.
glory to God.
I didn't have to try hard.
Nope.
See, that's the thing. We think we have to do it. We have to allow God to be God. I say all the time, God told us to be Christ-like, not to be him. So we
Right.
have to allow him to be him. So I want to leave you guys with this right here. It says, when I let go of what I am, I become what I can be. I feed my spirit, I train my body, I focus my mind. Let's affirm, I am amazing. I will celebrate my individuality, and I can do anything. Little typo, but I want to leave you guys with that on today. Bree, I'm going to leave the floor open for you to leave our guests with some words of encouragement.
To anybody listening and watching, I just would encourage you to chase your dreams, pray and fast for your purpose, and then just believe in yourself. Faith without works is dead. And so if there's something that you have been wanting to do, but you are afraid, do not rely on your own strength, rely on the word. But also build your confidence, build your faith in him. If you trust yourself, you trust God. And so step out on faith and do what it is that has been pressing in your spirit and in your heart. And you will definitely see it. You will feel the favor of God, and you will be rewarded, and you'll get to reap the benefits of being obedient.
Yes, Lord. God. Such a breath of fresh air. Bree, thank you. Thank you for coming on tonight. Listen, I had to push through this. I'm dealing with my tooth is hurting, but listen, we're gonna push through this. Huh? Yours too?
Yeah, my wisdom tooth, it hurts. I need to get it pulled.
Yeah. Someone told me to chew on cloves. I don't know if you know about that, but they say chew on cloves. Cloves is actually good for something with your gums, it says.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try it. I'm
Look at
definitely
that.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try it because someone told me that on last night in a meeting, and I said I'm definitely gonna try it. If it works for me, I would definitely send the ingredient over to you.
Okay.
Definitely. But I do want to see how that will work before I refer it over to anyone. You
Okay.
know, I trust the person that sent it, but still I
Yeah.
want to try it for myself. But guys, she said that if you're looking, I mean, not that she's looking for to be a mentor, but if you have any questions or first of all, let's get a book. That's first of all. That's first and foremost. Let's get her book in any city, state, y'all. She said, if the cause is right, she's coming.
Yeah.
She's coming. But if you have any questions about how to book her or anything that she has spoken about here on tonight, you may be thinking about, oh man, I want to take this step, and you may need some words of encouragement. You can see that she loves to empower others. She is not a gatekeeper. She loves pouring into others. That's why God poured into her, because God says, you take care of my people, I take care of you.
Yeah.
And that's just it. We love you guys here at It Had to Happen. We cannot do this without you, you, and you. If this broadcast has truly blessed you, please do share it. Listen, you may have someone that's having a party, a day party, a brunch, a sweet
Yeah.
16, corporate event,
Girl.
whatever type of event that may need the baddest DJ, the baddest and the cutest DJ in the game, DJ Queen Breezy. She's more than welcome. She's more than willing to come out to your city or state, guys. Listen. You don't want to pass her up. Go over to her go over to her TikTok and Instagram and catch a couple of her clips. On TikTok is DJ Queen Breezy, and on Instagram it is at Bree N Watts, guys. Get at her. Bree, let's go ahead and send them out with some virtual hugs. Oh my gosh. And some virtual love. Because we love you guys. Come on. Oh, there go my hearts. We love you guys here at It Had to Happen. And again, we cannot do this without you, you, and you. Meet me back here on tomorrow for our prayer broadcast. Listen, we don't know. We need to learn how to distinguish a friend, an associate. They're not the same. So meet us back here on tomorrow at 6 p.m. God bless each and every one of you. Until next time, guys. Bye
Bye.
bye.